I've been receiving Saga magazine since I turned 50, and I'm not telling you how long ago that was. And there are some very strange advertisements sometimes in it. One caught my eye. It said, "Start living your tomorrow from today." So this is what I wrote. Cross your closest friends off your Christmas list and write dead across their names. Let the answer phone get full. Don't bother answering it. Begin ordering all your food online. Don't step out of the house. Ignore people if they speak quietly, and tell them not to shout if they speak loudly. Fit a stair lift. It's never been easier, says Saga magazine. Move closer to your doctor's surgery. Wear a support stocking, whether you need it or not. Take a new driving test and fail it by driving the wrong way on roundabouts. Get a cat and overfeed it. Ring radio shows to complain about decimalisation and the price of cat food. Write poems about getting old. I've never read this out before. It's a funny little poem which I wrote to it's not funny, haha, really, it's strange. I wrote it to a form. It's got a lot of repetitions in it. And I won't tell you, I can't remember why it's called "Non," said Auntie Anne. Auntie Anne didn't want a man. Michel begged, "Please adore me." But "Non," said Auntie Anne. She didn't want a man from Cannes. Then Carlo said, "Sposar me," and Auntie Anne didn't want a man, though Carlo was her ardent fan from Naples, warm and balmy. "No, no," said Auntie Anne. And she had offers from Sudan, from very wealthy swamis, but Auntie Anne didn't want a man, and told them so, then turned and ran and joined the Sadi army. "No, no," said Auntie Anne. Michel and Carlo and the Swami said that Auntie Anne was balmy. But Auntie Anne didn't want a man. "No," said Auntie Anne. That's the end of that one. This is called "Only the Best." This would be no picnic, they told us. No summer break, no round trip. Frosted in the hold, we lay like monuments to ourselves, the life support cables dangling above, ready for instant automatic connection in the event of sudden temperature rise. Spectroglass visors showed our mute faces. The children clutching teddy bears, Buzz Lightyears, Barbies. Our adult skulls full of frozen thoughts and snapshots of excited anticipation. Did the ship drone, hum, roar? Did it buck and yaw on astral winds, dip into deep space troughs, spiral dizzily through Saturn's rings on the way out of the sun's safe haven? Only the distressed panels of its hull gave us clues when unsteadily we disembarked on the arms of the welcome stewards. Only the children were not sombre when they saw the town. They held up their teddies, their Buzz Lightyears, their Barbies. "Look," they cried, as we surveyed the Fourth Bridge, towering next to the pyramids of Giza, the Amazon lined with skyscrapers from Manhattan, the Sydney Opera House proudly next to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. "We only imported the best, the biggest," the steward said. And we stood there and wept, remembering our suburban streets. Life is funny, isn't it? And sometimes you have to make it even stranger when you've got to make excuses about things. This is called "Why I Was Late to Work." It was the bear in the bathroom. She was painting her claws and she growled at me when I looked in, and she tried on all my clothes, so I had to look for pins to close the zips she'd broken. And when I tried to open the front door, it had been nailed up by the neighbours who'd seen her going in last night, but I'm a heavy sleeper. So I jumped out of the bedroom window and landed on a truck that was going to Liverpool, and it didn't stop until we got to Watford. So then I stood on the spur road to the M25 and thumbed a lift, and this car stopped, and the driver said, "Get in, I'm an alien." And I said, "You mean an illegal immigrant?" And he said, "No, this kind of alien." And his skin turned green, and his eyes were all faceted, and I knew he was an alien when he bought us a cup of tea and a burger at the services, and he said, "Delicious." But he was very nice, a real gentleman, and he didn't lay a talent on me, and he drove me to work, so here I am. Sorry I'm late. I bet the bear was late too.